just relax. Just relax. Hi, Meg. Good morning. Of course, Jessie would like something from me now. But I'm trying to hold off and wait. Because I really don't want to walk all the way over there and then have to let her out and walk all the way back. Is this the same color? Man. It's like one shade lighter. I can't be having that. I'll do a different color. This one. Yeah, I'll do this color. Good morning. Hi, George. How are you? Okay, so today is a brick stitch. Brick stitch. You're going to make the same length stitches, but you're going to offset them like laying bricks. Easy peasy. So you want to try and keep the same length stitch the whole time. Oh, shut up. Excuse me, just burped. You want to try and keep the same length stitches. So we'll go down, then we'll come back up and make them offset. So you'll go to the middle to one stitch, the middle to the next stitch. And which ones we're going to do are all of these right here. So these got these big flower like this. And we're going to do all of these ones. So they go down like that. And then this one comes over here. That one like that. And then this little baby up here. And if you wanted to add one here, kind of going into the leaves, then you can. And if not, you don't have to. You just leave that little guy over there. All right, so let me zoom it in. And we can get started. I'm going to start from the bottom because we're going to go all the way to the top and then all the way back to the bottom again. And that will be a good place for me to do this one and then jump over here. So I'm kind of always thinking about which ones we can do at which times, you know? So let's go. I'm just going to make this a little bit longer so it goes right to the edge of my hoop. Can you see that? So it doesn't matter what length of stitch you choose. You just want to try and make them all the same length. Oh, I'm using all 6 strands and it's 01043. It's kind of like a bright green. So obviously right now we're just doing a back stitch. You can do the thread saver method by coming up in the same hole that you went down in, like this, and continue on. Looks like it's gonna rain. Quiet on here today, and the other video as well. So all we're doing now is back stitch, all 6 strands. And we're trying to make them all the same length. Can I just say though, you guys did so good on your Monstera leaves yesterday. Like, a lot of them were even way better than mine. Stop being better than me. Oh, Meg said that she's stitching the January pattern as she's waiting for her new hoops to come in the post. Are they meant to come today? I hope so. And when you come to these things right here, just stitch right over them. So don't worry about like trying to make space or go around them or anything like that. Nope, you're gonna stitch right over them. Oh, she said today, tomorrow. I love it when I get mail. Like, so exciting. Now just do a reminder on this video as well. But tomorrow and Thursday, I'm out of town. So you'll see, I'm going to Chester Zoo, and then we're going to go to like some outlet malls. And just before I do that, because I've gone to the end. So now we're going to go back down. And you can choose the inside or the outside, like the left or the right, whichever one, doesn't matter. And you're going to do a half. Sorry, I've just stopped my conversation, but I finished. So you're going to do a little half stitch here. Yeah, just a little half stitch there, and we'll cover that up so you can't like tell that it's just stopped there with these petals. And then this one, you're going to go in the middle here and then down. So again, keeping the same stitch length here as you have here, because you're going to go from the middle to the middle to the middle to the middle, and all your stitches will be the same. Mike says, I thought I had some 6 and 7 inch hoops, but nope, don't know if I've misplaced them in the move, but for the life of me, I cannot find them. Isn't that so irritating? Like, we've been doing paint, well, I say we, I've been painting, and I've just like, literally just moved everything like out of the way. Like literally just shoved everything out the way. And so now I'm like, I think I have scissors around here somewhere. Like, I swear they were over here and can't find them. All kinds of stuff. But I think when we get back, we can do like a proper, you know, like sort and like organize everything. So I think that'll be good. Kim says that's how I paint. Well, I just wanted to get it done. Like, I didn't like, and it's the same, like, because we have to paint the ceiling, I like didn't do any edging or tape or anything. I just made sure that the bottom edge, it like was nice and crisp, just freehand. And then the other walls they're white already. So we had them painted when this guy came to fix the bathroom, and he didn't tighten the water all the way, and it like went through the ceiling like into the kitchen from like I would call it the second floor, but here you call it the first floor. So like from the first floor bathroom straight down into the kitchen, and there was just like water and wet spots everywhere. I was like freaking out, like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And since it was their fault, they came back and like fixed it, and they like paid someone to paint it. But because of the way our house is, we end up having to paint like 6 walls in total. So like the ceiling, and then we have this like lower, like I guess beam, don't know, it like comes down a little bit. And then on the other side, it goes back up. But we end up having to paint like literally everything. Yeah, so thankfully they came and sorted it. And then again, because of how our house is laid out, the one wall goes like from the front door all the way to the back door. And they were like, yeah, we're not going to paint all of it. We're just going to paint like a line. So we'll like paint so far, and then we'll just like paint a little line. And I was like, no, you're not doing that. So like luckily I got them, I think I paid like 50 quid or something, and I got them to like paint the rest of the wall and then like the other wall as well. So they're already white, and I made them do a silk paint so I can wipe off instead of matte, because the matte paint that we have before, if anything got on it, like if Jessie like shook inside, then the water spots would like stay. and like leave a water spot there. And then when you try to wipe them off, it like didn't wipe off all the way. Like same in the kitchen, the green that we have in the kitchen. For some reason, it's like you can't touch it with water at all. It just like wipes off, and then it's like a light yellow. So that's like a big reason why we've been on this whole, like we want to change it. So yeah, and because we have to paint the ceiling, because when we moved in, our roof leaked. So we had to come over, someone like did the front of the roof wrong. So I'm just going to jump up here and start the back stitch on this one. So this turned into a long story. I'm sorry, guys. Oh no, Meg said I've just painted with matte as well. Oh, I just hate it so much. Like you can't like if anything gets on it, like you can't wipe it off. I've never seen paint like it in my life. So and the builders were like, oh, we really don't want to paint it with silk. And I was like, well, tough, because if anything gets on it, I want to be able to take a damp cloth and wipe it off. And they were like, ooh, grumble, grumble. So yeah, so because the roof, when we moved in, the roof like leaked a little bit. So we had the roof like redone just in the front bit. It's just like literally the very front like side of the house. There's just like a little bit that didn't get done properly, so it leaked into the house. And when they fixed the roof, some of like the nails to put the drywall on the roof, on the inside, like the ceiling, they got loose, and so they came in and like fixed them with plaster. And he's like, well, you just need to paint over them. And I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Like one, we still haven't done it, so there's like 2 like brown marks on the ceiling. So because we have to paint the ceiling, I was literally like, fuck it, and just like, sorry, didn't mean to say that. But yeah, I literally was just like getting it in on the ceiling, like all around anyways, because I was like, I'm gonna end up painting it anyways. So I might hire someone to do it. I hate painting the ceiling. Gets everywhere. I think I was talking to Meg about it. Jessie, can you please stop licking? Because it sounds rank. So yeah, this is another one of those stitches where there is like a method to doing it. So you can't just like stick it in wherever. You really have to do it half. So it's like offset like bricks. But it's really good for, again, filling in areas. It almost looks like the long and short stitch. But the long and short stitch, you can make them different lengths. So that's kind of like the only difference really. And the long and short stitch is worked side to side, whereas the brick stitch is up and down, because you really have to get them. Stop licking your paw. Stop. It sounds disgusting. Twinkle says, this isn't the sound of the thread therapeutic. All I can hear is Jessie licking her paws. And I'm like, stop it. You sound disgusting. I'm going to start tagging all my posts with ASMR. Am I going to make it, guys? Would you look at that? Perfect. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to leave you with that. Again, you can do all of these. You could even save this one right here for later if you wanted to kind of stitch it on top of this big leaf. If you wanted to save it, you could do that. But definitely do this one, and then this little guy up here. So it's up to you, because later you might have to go around it, which is not difficult because it's a thick one, but just an FYI, you know? You always kind of have to think of these things because it might be easier to do it one way or easier to do it another way. Normally I work in layers, so I do like the back first, and then the next layer, then the next layer, and then the things that I want in the very front, do those last. But it was brick stitch today, so that's what we do. Okay, so that's it for me. Like I said earlier, I'll probably go live later tonight and do a couple videos for Wednesday and Thursday, since we'll be away Wednesday and Thursday. But there will be videos, so definitely check YouTube for those. And I might just leave them up, but they'll only be up for 24 hours, so that's the only bad thing. But enjoy your Tuesday, and I will talk with you later. Bye.